Ever wondered what life looks like when you're a dictator with unlimited cash? Kim Jong-un isn't just ruling North Korea. He's living like a billionaire Bond villain. Yachts, private theaters, and enough luxury booze to flood a city. Let's take a peek inside the world's richest president's insane lifestyle.
The Korean leader goes all out, picking only the best exotic coffee blends money can buy, and you can bet it costs a pretty penny. Kim is a fan of the finest Brazilian coffee. This coffee is just one of many luxury items he imports, both for his personal enjoyment and for
a dictator's taste. Fine dining, and extravagant drinks. Let's start with something you wouldn't expect. In 2016, Kim reportedly spent $67,000 on imported Italian cheese. Yep, while his country faced famine, he was splurging on Parmesan. And that's just the appetizer. He also spent $59,000 on chewing gum. The man is literally chewing through sanctions. And then there's the booze. Kim's liquor cabinet could put any billionaire to shame. He reportedly spent $55,000 on Brazilian coffee, $5 million on whiskey, $2 million on vodka from Russia and Belarus. That's not a minibar. That's a full-blown elite nightclub, stocked while millions of North Koreans barely get by.
50 million car collection. Now, let's talk about Kim's car collection because, of course, he's got one, and it's absolutely insane. Kim Jong-un takes it to a whole new level. Picture this: more than 100 of the world's most extravagant.
The $50 million car collection. Kim isn't just a car guy. He's an obsessive collector. His garage, a $50 million fleet of luxury rides featuring over 100 top-tier cars. His personal favorite, the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard, worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. But this isn't just any luxury car. It's a rolling fortress. Bulletproof, grenade-proof, and loaded with high-tech security. If James Bond had an arch nemesis, this would be his ride, and Kim doesn't stop there. He's also got Lamborghini, Audis, and even military vehicles, because why settle for sports cars when you can own tanks? Meanwhile, the average North Korean citizen is lucky to own a bicycle. Let that sink in.
The international community has long condemned Kim's regime for its human rights abuses and oppressive policies, but what truly shocks the world is how
the secret billions and Bitcoin stash. Kim's love for luxury doesn't stop at physical assets. He's also rumored to be sitting on over $5 billion worth of Bitcoin. His regime's elite hackers have been accused of stealing digital currencies, helping him dodge sanctions and fund his empire. Could crypto be his hidden financial weapon?
North Korea has some of the most skilled hackers in the world, and these hackers have stolen millions of dollars from banks.
17. Palaces in a secret underground bunker. A dictator needs a place, or 17, to kick back, right? Kim owns at least 17 palaces, each one more extravagant than the last. His main residence, the Ryengsong Palace, is larger than Heathrow Airport. It's a city within a city, featuring private train station, lakes and banquet halls, a massive water slide, an underground nuclear-proof bunker. And when he wants a change of scenery, he heads to his luxury summer home on the East Coast, complete with private beaches and a fleet of yachts. Speaking of yachts,
giving him the freedom to sail away from the eyes of the public whenever he wishes, whether it's for a quick getaway or a more leisurely cruise.
Private jets and gold-plated yachts. Kim travels like royalty. His personal jet, cheekily called Air Force Un, is a $1.5 million Russian-made Ilyushin Il-62. It's packed with luxury seating, gold-trimmed interiors, and top-tier security systems. But the real flex? His 95-foot, $7 million yacht. Satellite images have captured Kim's yachts anchored at exclusive resorts where he throws extravagant parties with his inner circle. Picture champagne, imported delicacies, and absolute privacy, while his people scrape by on government-rationed rice.
Kim Jong-un's mysterious children, the next generation of North Korea's dynasty. While Kim Jong-un's lavish lifestyle grabs headlines, very little is known about his children, a mystery that only adds to the intrigue surrounding North Korea's ruling family. Reports suggest that Kim and his wife, Ri Sol-ju, have 3 children.
The next generation of Kims. Kim's wealth isn't just for himself. His children are set to inherit this empire. While their identities are top secret, rumors suggest his eldest daughter, Kim Ju-ae, could be groomed as his successor. She recently appeared at a missile test, sparking speculation that she might break North Korea's male-dominated leadership tradition. Could we see the first female dictator of North Korea in the near future?
Horse breeding and golf. He keeps a stable of 150 purebred Russian stallions, which he uses for riding and racing. The horses are valued at $10 million.
Horses and private golf courses. You know what every dictator needs? Royal horses. Kim has a $75,000 stable of purebred Russian stallions, spending nearly $600,000 on horses over the years. And if that wasn't enough, he's also obsessed with golf. Following in his father's footsteps, who once claimed he got 11 holes in one in a single round, Kim's private courses cost $5 million each to build and $500,000 a year to maintain. While his country crumbles, his golf courses remain pristine.
Although there is not much known about it, but it depends upon how much he partied and had to drink the night before. So you can say that Kim Jong-un doesn't really have a fixed wake-up time.
Kim Jong-un's morning routine. Unlike most world leaders who have a strict schedule, North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong-un, runs on vibes. His wake-up time completely depends on how hard he partied the night before. Yeah, you heard that right. Kim Jong-un doesn't exactly have a fixed morning alarm. But when it comes to waking up the people of Pyongyang, oh, he's got a method, and it's weird. At the crack of dawn, the entire capital city wakes up to a haunting melody blasting through loudspeakers. The song, "Where Are You, Dear General?" a North Korean classic, supposedly written by his father, Kim Jong-il, in 2008. Imagine starting your day with a soundtrack that feels more like ghosts whispering through the streets than an actual wake-up call. Not exactly. Good morning, Pyongyang.
Although these are likely limited to the upper echelons of North Korean society. Thus, these few details suggest that he has a taste for luxury and enjoys certain Western and Japanese cultural influences.
Luxury that knows no limits. Kim's taste for luxury doesn't stop at food. He loves lobster, caviar, and even shark fin soup, delicacies that are either rare, wildly expensive, or straight up banned by the UN. But sanctions don't seem to bother him. He still manages to import the finest Caspian Sea caviar and premium lobsters to satisfy his cravings. Oh, and if you thought his food habits were weird, wait until you hear about his drinks. His go-to? Elite snake wine, which yes, is exactly what it sounds like. A bottle of wine with a dead cobra floating inside. Supposedly, it has medicinal properties. Or, you know, it just looks scary on a shelf.
He believes he can establish any rules in his country, no matter how odd or nonsensical they may seem. Anyone in North Korea or even the entire world thinks 1,000 times before criticizing Kim's regime. When it comes to his hobbies and personal interests, Kim Jong-un is known for his passion for basketball.
Kim's morning work routine. After stuffing himself with a breakfast fit for 10 kings, Kim finally starts his day. And by that, I mean he stages public visits to factories, farms, and markets, all carefully choreographed for propaganda. These little field trips are meant to make it look like he cares about his people. But let's be real, his actual priorities are power, luxury, and looking the part. Before stepping out, Kim goes through an elaborate grooming process. He's always seen in either a dark suit or a Mao-style jacket. And let's not forget that haircut, shaved sides with a comically high top. Oh, and fun fact, North Korea has 28 state-approved hairstyles, but Kim's isn't one of them. That's right, no one else in North Korea is allowed to have his haircut. The guy is so obsessed with control that he even dictates how people cut their hair.
Rodman revealed that Kim and Ri had a second child, a daughter named Ji. This revelation added another layer to the enigmatic family, sparking intense curiosity about the next generation of North Korea's ruling dynasty.
His unlikely friendship with an NBA star. Despite North Korea's isolation, Kim does have a bizarre fascination with the NBA, specifically the Chicago Bulls. He's such a huge basketball fan that he formed an unlikely friendship with Dennis Rodman. The two first met in 2013, and Kim even called Rodman his friend for life. Rodman, who is definitely not a politician, made headlines for his visits to North Korea. At one point, he even tweeted, "I'm not a politician. Kim Jong-un and North Korean people are basketball fans. I love everyone."
Kim Jong-un's $8 million watch collection. His collection of watches is an extraordinary testament to his opulence and power, reflecting his unyielding desire to surround himself with the finest things in life.
How much does Kim spend on himself? Let's put it into perspective. The cost of his watch collection alone could feed half the country for a day. But does he care? Absolutely not. Instead, North Korea's budget is carefully divided. 24% goes to the military, you know, to keep him in power. 30%, all for him and his inner circle. Yet Kim has to keep up appearances. So he smiles, waves at crowds, and poses for photos like a benevolent ruler. Meanwhile, he knows very well not everyone loves him.
Ji could take North Korea in directions the world has never imagined, shifting the global balance of power in unimaginable ways.
The most paranoid leader in the world? That's why his personal security is no joke. His bodyguards, not just trained in combat, but they also can't be taller than 5 feet 5 inches because, well, Kim doesn't like being reminded that he's short. His house, surrounded by walls, cameras, and guards. His conversations, always encrypted. His advisors, a carefully selected, loyal few. And when he travels, it's like something out of a spy movie. He uses 3 identical planes to confuse attackers, changes flight plans at the last minute, and on the ground, decoy vehicles everywhere. Honestly, when you assassinate your own brother, you probably have good reason to be paranoid. Kim's brother, a rival eliminated. Yep, Kim Jong-un literally ordered the assassination of his own half-brother, Kim Jong-nam. Kim Jong-nam was once the heir to North Korea's leadership, but he fell out of favor after a failed trip to Disneyland, Japan with a fake passport. Yes, that's real. Fast forward to 2017, and he's at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Two women casually walk up to him. One wipes an oily substance on his face, another covers his eyes. Moments later, he collapses. That oily substance? VX nerve agent, one of the deadliest chemical weapons in existence. Within 20 minutes, he was dead. CCTV caught the whole thing, and intelligence reports point straight to Kim Jong-un as the mastermind. Why? Because Kim saw his brother as a threat. And if there's one thing we've learned, it's that Kim does not tolerate threats.
He believes he can establish any rules in his country, no matter how odd or nonsensical they may seem. Anyone in North Korea or even the entire world thinks 1,000 times before criticizing Kim's regime. When it comes to his hobbies and personal interests, Kim Jong-un is known for his passion for basketball.
Kim's luxury nightlife. So, what does Kim do after a long day of, ruling with fear? Spend time with his wife and kids? Nope, he's got better things to do, like throwing extravagant parties, watching Hollywood blockbusters, and drinking insane amounts of alcohol. Kim has a private theater where he watches everything from James Bond movies to Disney cartoons. He even sneaks in South Korean dramas, despite banning them for his people. But movies are just a warm-up. The real entertainment? His wild, over-the-top parties. NBA star Dennis Rodman once attended and described them as a constant flow of top-shelf tequila, expensive cocktails, and non-stop laughter. And let's not forget his secret harem. That's right, Kim handpicks women to entertain him and his top officials. Their roles. Some sing and dance, some give massages, and some, well, let's just say it's not for the PG crowd. And the price tag on his harem? In 2016 alone, Kim spent $3.8 million just on lingerie for them.
In economic hardships, Kim Jong-un continues to find ways to sustain his opulent lifestyle. Reports suggest that North Korea funds his luxury habits through illicit means, including cybercrime, smuggling, and the exploitation of forced labor abroad.
Kim's insane drinking habits. Now, when it comes to drinking, Kim doesn't mess around. He reportedly spends $30 million a year importing liquor. In 2019, a shipment of 990,000 bottles of Russian vodka was intercepted before reaching North Korea. His go-to drinks? Hennessy, Bordeaux wine, and Cristal champagne. Kim once claimed he drank 10 bottles of Bordeaux wine in a single night. That's 50 glasses of wine. For reference, having 5 glasses of wine a week can shorten your lifespan. Imagine what 50 in one night does to you. Oh, and let's not forget his cigarettes. Kim only smokes designer French brands that cost $44 a pack, carried in a $165 leather case. So, what shocked you the most about Kim Jong-un's insane daily life? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check out these videos for more crazy stories.